Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, we had to grind over this one. This is the first time ever, by the way. The boys had to do some grinding. And we put our heads together, and we think we've hit a home run with our poll question.
We wanted to do something Oscar and movie related.
Brought to you by Lock & Law Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call them 858-9818, 858-9818. Here we go. In honor of the Oscars, what is the best, and we were going to say sports movie, and then we said, well, wait a minute, there's too many of those. What is the best Ferrell sports movie ever? Our boy Will Ferrell took what did he get, Beef? A Razzie? Or
not one Razzie, like 10.
It's like the worst movie in the history of mankind. Is this Holmes and Watson?
Holmes and Watson got the Razzie for Worst Picture, and then Ferrell didn't get the award for Worst Actor, but his boy John C. got Worst Supporting Actor.
Yeah, but we didn't want to. So, we're not ready to flush Ferrell, so we want to know the best sports Ferrell movie ever. And we've got some good ones here.
So Will Ferrell sports movies, your favorite ever.
And these four, to me, are awesome.
They're all pretty
Blades of Glory. Jeff went on that junket.
That was fantastic. I got to play like Entertainment Tonight reporter. I was at the movie premiere.
Yes.
I interviewed all the actors, which was awesome. In fact, Beef.
You lived Hollywood that week.
And I did while I was there, while I was rubbing shoulders in Hollywood. Ron Burgundy was up from San Diego.
Yes.
And he was out and about, and I was surprised to learn that he was a fan of our show.
He was a huge fan of our show. He loved it, and he something that's sort of been one of our mantras throughout the years together here on The Drill.
I wouldn't mind going and doing another one of those junkets.
This is Ron Burgundy. I just want to say hello to my good friends, Dan and Jeff. Is it Jeff or is it Yef with a soft J? Anyway, stay classy, sports radio. I like what you people do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It used to be much
there's a longer
more
version.
caustic, yes.
Yeah.
Semi-pro.
He may have called Barney's at her house.
I think we all went and saw Semi-Pro together, if I'm not mistaken.
We did,
So.
as, not just us, but as a station.
Did the state? We took the state.
Yeah.
We took the kids
Yeah,
out?
that was a team building day. I felt bad for Arrow.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Arrow
right.
didn't get to go?
No, he was there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Why'd
just a
you feel
little rough for him.
Oh.
The raw.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Arrow's the nicest human being that works here. By far the purest. So
Talladega Nights, The Legend of Ricky Bobby, which is another classic.
I was on this weekend. I was watching it.
And then very underrated, one of my favorites because I just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh, Kicking and Screaming.
Juicebox Guy.
Juicebox Guy. Will
That
Ferrell
also has Mike Ditka in it.
as a soccer coach.
Yeah, that
tremendous.
one is probably, to be honest with you, it might be the funniest because it's geared to.
I'm telling you,
that's geared to make you laugh whether you're 6 or 60. Some of these other ones are strictly adult humor.
All right, time for the 10-minute drill, sports concepts and rationalizations.
What's your vote? I don't want you to influence the electorate too much, but who are you voting for in those four?
That's so hard, man. I would.
Did you say semi-pro? I don't even know if you mentioned that one.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
We talked about all going to see that one together.
Oh, yeah. What am I saying?
I think Talladega Nights will win.
I am an idiot.
Yeah, but I think.
You do?
I think, gosh. I really like Kicking and Screaming, man. I laughed and laughed and laughed at that one, but Semi-Pro is pretty good too with the song and
Blades of Glory was funny.
And Blades of Glory was they're all good.
They're under. You know what? You probably should watch Semi-Pro or Blades of Glory because what happens is you'll probably stop on Talladega Nights 10 times to 1 versus those other movies because they're not on as much.
That's probably
What
true.
about the favorite Ferrell movie, period? Is it definitely Anchorman?
It's Anchorman.
No competition? What about
Anchorman.
Elf? Elf doesn't even give it
Elf
a run?
is a wonderful movie.
Is
but
Elf number 2 for you?
Probably not.
No. Beef, is Elf number 2 for you?
Yeah.
Is Elf challenge Anchorman for number 1?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
May challenge Anchorman only because it's my daughter and my wife's favorite movie.
Well, this show is built on Anchorman, so if you go off to Elfland,
I'm the one
we might as well just cancel.
Well, I can get Buddy the Elf because I've already interviewed Ron Burgundy.
I mean, we made a lot of money off of doing these stupid Ferrell lines through the years.
Well,
we got to pay some sort of homage.
Don't know if we made any money, but we did run a lot of stupid Ferrell lines.
All right, so sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the segment, which is going to be in about 4 minutes, Beef is going to give out a gift pack that includes what today?
Well, speaking of sports movies,
yes,
we're going to hook the Googans up with a chance to go see the new film Run the Race, produced by Tim and Robbie Tebow.
Maybe it'll win the Oscar next year for
that'd be great.
Local film.
How did it do this year? Debut weekend. Latest faith-based hit, $2.2 million debut. All right, well, there you go.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Promise you that's more than the budget.
Also passed 3 million mark on Oscar Sunday. Run the race. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah. Number 10 spot on the box office charts. Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. Because it's not one of those, it's not mainstream, right? Is that fair to say?
Right, that's fair to say.
Okay, because you know those movie terms better than me. All right, let's get this thing cranked up. Jeff, obviously the lead story from the weekend is the stunning victory of the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden last night. As they go for win number, I think, 12 on the year. Still way clear of the rest of the association. But no, I think, thank you, Beav. I think the big story to me, and you played a LeBron clip earlier about the uncomfortable. That wasn't the one. The one that got me was basketball has to be the most important thing in your life right now. Really, Space Jam?
I roll. Right. This guy's doing everything but that. And by the way, and I'll stand by the tact we took
They
earlier.
lost to New Orleans, which was a stunning loss after they beat Houston.
Without Antonio Davis.
Yeah.
Or Anthony Davis. Without him.
Yes.
So that makes it.
And they didn't have
100
Antonio
times worse.
Davis either, for that matter.
Neither one of them.
Right.
Antonio Davis may have been in studio at NBA Network.
But he did
where
not
works,
play in the
but
game.
Or Dale Davis.
Yeah.
Also was out.
Right.
Yes.
And
And not coached by Kermit Davis.
And Baron Davis was available.
Yes. And Kermit the Frog also not around. But anyway, we digress. So what your thoughts?
does it have to include the word Davis? Or
Are the Lakers going to make the playoffs? Do you still believe? I mean, it's one game, so you don't lose sight, but you got to win some of the winnable ones because you got some tough ones.
I feel for the rest of the players on the team not named LeBron. I really do. He's just an ass. And what he's doing to these, just destroying. He is such a passive-aggressive abuser. I mean, he's abusing these guys, honestly. How are they going to win with his craziness, dude?
Three games behind
the guy's crazy, Dan.
3 games behind the Clippers, 2 games behind the Kings. They're in 10th spot, 59 in. So.
And I was thinking, why shouldn't we root for the Kings instead of the Lakers? Why must we root for LeBron? Yeah. I'm losing respect for LeBron with every time he opens his mouth. You have to be uncomfortable. What are you talking about, you blithering idiot?
Okay,
you're just listen. No. Play the uncomfortable, and you tell me this makes a lick of sense to anyone in any walk of life. Play it again, Beef. Do we have it right there or no? You don't save him?
He's getting it.
All right, listen. You just lost at New Orleans, okay? I don't need philosophy 101, you J.A.
It's kind of a fine line, when you talk about that, because when you've never been there or know what it takes to actually shoot for something like that, and sometimes you're afraid to get uncomfortable, so you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm not saying that's what we are as a whole. Kind of looks that way at times, that sometimes we feel like we're afraid to be uncomfortable.
You're dumb. That is just dumb. That doesn't mean anything. You heard yourself use "I embrace uncomfortable." You thought it was kitschy. It's not. It's moronic. It doesn't make any sense.
This team doesn't seem to respond to LeBron and his heavy criticisms. He might want to try a different tact. But anyway,
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Okay.
He didn't.
Ask me next Monday after LeBron wins twice in a week, and I'll change my mind again. I'm caught in a wave of emotion here with this team and with LeBron. I like him and I like the dominance, but I just these things that he's saying and this blaming everyone but himself and not taking any ownership of leading the team and actually, I don't know, encouraging his young teammates. It's like he's got this hypersensitivity to any and everything that's not 100% total LeBron all the time, and he had that in Cleveland, right? It's why Kyrie left. I got news for you, Dan. Who's coming there this offseason in free agency? Who wants to go play with LeBron when you can go play with someone else?
We may be headed there.
Yeah, it seems like we are headed there. By the way, one other basketball shout out to you. Like this is your super fan, huh? This Spike Lee cat. He's your super fan. He's the Knicks, right? He is New York
Samuel
Knicks
Jackson was great last night on the Oscars.
Yeah,
he came out and broke the news that the Knicks had won the game.
Did you see what Spike Lee did when he learned that he didn't win for Best Film?
No.
Yeah, he got up, waved his arms around, threw a hissy fit, and tried to leave.
Spike Lee won an Oscar last night.
He won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay.
Yeah, which is basically an Oscar for the best job of pilfering someone else's work. Would be adapted screenplay.
I know. I only saw him win his Oscar.
No, when he didn't win for Best Film, he got up and histrionics.
Why don't you come down on Spike?
He was like a spoiled little baby, like a little
Spike Lee alone. He was dapper last night in the purple.
That was unbelievable.
He had the matching purple glasses with the purple outfit.
And
that's a nice kicks on.
So I thought it was very classy, nice touch for Spike Lee last night to throw a hissy fit when he didn't win best film, right? That was best picture. All right, we continue here. Tim Tebow got in the lineup yesterday. A couple of bats. He was robbed one time.
What's up, Mr. Hicken?
Hey, Timmy.
If and when is Tim Tebow at Shea Stadium?
Well, first off, Shea Stadium.
I know. It's Shea to all of us. I don't know why they had to change the Citibank Field. It should be Shea Stadium at Citibank Field.
That's called money, friend. Listen, he'll be there in September at the latest.
That's it?
At the latest. No,
Okay.
not
Well,
necessarily.
that's what give me the early.
Well, listen, I'll say this. If he goes and tears up AAA hitting, he'll be one of the first, and the Mets get an injury in the outfield, he'll be called up fairly quickly. He has an opportunity if he gets off to a good start to be with the club. I don't think I would almost guarantee he starts the season with Syracuse in AAA, which he hasn't been a part of. Here's a different tact on the Kraft arrest. Who is dumber, Pross, Kraft or the police officer who had the videotape? Shouldn't you have called Kraft and maybe work something out?
Are you
be living on an island right now?
Are you?
Is that wrong?
Are you encouraging extortion?
It's
right
a
now?
one-time deal,
Is that
though,
what you're
Pross.
doing? Yeah, no, that would be wrong.
That'd be wrong?
Yeah.
You can't do that?
I think what they did here.
I'm just asking. I
The
didn't know.
views expressed are not necessarily those of 1010XL 92.5 FM.
My apologies.
Keep it queued up. I'll give you my off-color take. I saw one of those rounded up was an 85-year-old. That man's not a criminal, Danny. He's a hero at 85.
The views expressed are not necessarily those of 1010XL 92.5
in essence,
FM.
listen, in all seriousness, there's a lot of memes
There's
and
a
stuff
dirty
and
side
jokes,
to that
but,
business
but,
for sure.
But this is when you start talking about sex trafficking, that's despicable. And
it is.
That's
and to be fair, Bob Kraft and all these other guys have no idea that they're contributing to sex trafficking or human slavery. I think it's a reach to put that on them.
Right.
And here's why. I thought of this. I was talking to Mrs. P this weekend. And think about this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to sit in the ivory tower and talk about the sex trafficking aspect of it, my question would be to the authorities, oh, really? So we just wait another few weeks till we got enough video evidence? If it's sex trafficking and these human
why
beings...
didn't you stop it?
Right, you should have stopped immediately.
Once you had one.
Right, regardless of who it is. So I'm not buying the
I don't know how that whole thing works.
I'm not buying the whole, all of that angle, because if that were the case, then they need to completely fire the law enforcement staff down there and get some new ones, because if that's the case, people are being held against their will and sex trafficked, then the moment you discovered it, you should have raided it and taken them out of there. So that's a little bit of a false narrative, I think. I know you didn't watch any AAF this weekend.
I did not.
I'm going to tell you
Did
this.
you?
I did. I watched a little bit. But I will say this.
Did you watch less this week than you've watched the previous
I did,
two?
because it's forgettable. You forget it's on.
That sort of happened to me last week.
Here's the problem, Dan, with the AAF.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you're watching anywhere, but especially dangerous if you're a startup league. It would behoove the AAF if they bit the bullet on the gate and gave free tickets. And I'll tell you why. Because as a TV product,
it looks bad.
It looks bad.
Yeah.
When you turn on a sporting event,
nobody's going,
and there's no one in the
Which
stands.
game did you watch?
Well, I watched some of both of them. I watched some of the Atlanta game yesterday. They're in the Georgia Dome. There's no one there.
Where do they play in Atlanta?
I guess it's the Georgia Dome. It looked like it was the Mercedes, or I don't know where it was actually. It was an indoor. They've taken to showing just the field.
Okay.
But the night before was it San Diego? I was watching it. I get San Antonio. It's just a bad look when you turn on a game and there's no one in the stands. You're better off, like I said, put it in there for free.
Georgia State Stadium.
Georgia State Stadium. It is indoor.
On the campus of the Georgia State University.
In other news, Georgia State has a hell of a little football facility there.
Okay.
It looked like it could have been the big dome, but like I said, they're shooting it basically from
nobody there
within the line. So just to note,
yes,
if they fail, it's as watchable as any other, adjunct league has been. I think the talent is probably as good or better. It's basically, there's certainly a lot of players in there that are kind of halfway into the semi-pro and still got NFL potential. But there's nothing. I don't care if you're watching mid-major college basketball or minor league baseball or anything you turn on as a TV viewer and there's no one in the stands. It just screams this isn't worth watching.
Well, we'll talk about this when we come back. We got to roll on here. Let's do caller number 3 right now. If you want to grab some movie ticks.
Yeah.
To Run the Race.
Caller number 3.
Okay.
Is going to see Run the Race from executive producers Tim Tebow and Robbie Tebow.
All right.
Don't miss Run the Race in theaters now. Experience the inspirational and uplifting story of two brothers willing to sacrifice on and off the field today for a better tomorrow. Run the Race is in theaters now. Get your tickets at runtheраcemovie.com.
It's the Monday
number
morning
3, 641-1010. Take it away, Jeff.
It's the Monday morning quarterback. Divorce, only.com.